body can go haywire and attack you, and then that causes autoimmune disorders. So I don't know, just kind of throwing that out there.
Yeah, and I think it's an interesting concept. I don't think that it applies for everyone. I do feel like some people that's their makeup, their DNA makeup, and that's part of, their existence and their trait. I think for the most part of people, though, it's more of a state of mind that we kind of go through, and it's taught, and it's a learned behavior that kind of goes real deep into our subconscious, and it comes and goes,
Oh yeah, for sure,
you
for
know,
sure. And
with
that
with
was
certain.
like my next question is like how do you break or defeat that negative self think or self talk or that judgment that keeps you away from loving yourself, right? And now with all this kind of like, oh, I'm going to pour into myself and like, do, self care Sunday or like self care something, self care Saturday or self care Monday or whatever. And I'm going to take, these long baths or get
Go
my
on this
hair
trip.
done. Yeah, go on this trip, do my nails, whatever. And that's part of it. That's part of it. But the other part of it is actually like me and you talk about all the time is being that observer of your thoughts, and not just that observer of your thoughts, but also like what I've been focusing on, which is crazy that you hit on this when we first started talking, is I know how to align my breath with meditation, like align my breath with what I'm feeling in my body and just do a self scan and be like, okay, are you hurting here? Are you feeling good here? And so as a part of, kind of pouring into yourself and loving yourself is being that observer of your thoughts, but also being able to, breathe in and understand, like really, really understand, like if I'm feeling this, where is this coming from? And I
Hmm.
mean, like, and you could be like, to your point with the goddess bath, like you could be reaching back centuries, you can be reaching back days, but just being that, like I said, being an observer of your thoughts and being present and always like in the now and understanding like where this is coming from, whether it's, oh my God, ecstasy, joy, contempt, whatever it is that you're experiencing, understanding and being an observer and breathing and feeling, truly, truly feeling what you feel, that's how you love yourself.
I agree. And just
Yeah.
to add to that, so when you say being an observer of your thoughts, I do want to just clarify that a bit, because I was once, I identified with my thoughts, and I thought that that was who I was. And until I started the spiritual journey and I read the power of now, I learned that, I am not my thoughts. My thoughts are a part of me, but that's not who I am. And from there, I was able to first ask the question, well, who the fuck am I? And then start that journey to figure out, create, and learn who I am. Um, so I definitely agree with everything that you just said to kind of break that negative self-talk. But just to add to that, it's also changing your perspective and how you view yourself, and how you, well, view yourself, because however you view yourself, that's how you view the world. You
Yeah.
know, how what you're feeling on the inside is what's reflected around you. And that's how you see the world. That, that kind of goes into like the experiences that you draw to yourself. It all starts and it ends within, it ends with you. So definitely being an observer of your thoughts, and changing your perspective. And for me, I'm learning how to do that through meditation and through repetition. So if something is lodged deep down into my subconscious, I am constantly reminding and telling myself something different. the story that I identify with now in the moment, that's what I'm constantly telling myself, and I'm letting go of what no longer serves me and what no longer resonates with me. And that's, I think, is a really interesting and a key part is like you can change whenever you want to change. You can change every day, you can change every other week, but who you are, you don't always have to identify with your current state of being. We are, we are meant to evolve and grow constantly and change constantly. And I think like a lot of people, even if they don't identify with, the person that they are currently, since that's all they know and they feel like, this is who I am, then they would think that they can't change. But, I think that's the beauty of life is like anytime, a trait or whatever it is that about that you have going on with yourself, if you no longer identify with that, like just no longer identify and kind of move into like the next higher version of yourself.
Yeah, for sure,
So
for sure. So, let's talk about romantic love, right? Let's talk about romantic love. So, one thing that I've always heard, right, or just people always say is like, love is war, like love is a battle, or loving you is like a battlefield, and we both end up with scars. That's in a popular song. So, from your perspective, what is like the greatest thing about romantic love?
for me, it is getting to know different aspects of myself and challenging who I am currently and use that to move into where I want to be, especially in relation to someone else. But I feel like when I think of romantic love and the type of romantic love that I want, it is that love that I can share my love and the being that I am with another person, and to also have someone there that can challenge me, to push me to evolve and to grow and to want to, you know, just be great, be better, constantly go to that next level. And I think that with romantic love, if I can't have that, if I don't, if that's not what my partner can give me because they feel like this is as far as they've come, like I think that would be the end of that for me, because growth is a big part of who I am. And I think that if I have somebody that close to me, that intimately close to me, like that's what I would need from that person.
That's dope.
How about you?
So realistically, I forgot the question.
Oh yeah, I wrote down love is like a battle. And that's all I wrote down, my bad.
Ah,
But like
yeah.
what
So
do
I
you
didn't
think
write down that
about
question.
romantic love?
Um, yeah,
What
I
do
didn't
you
write
think
down.
about what do you think about when you think about romantic love? Like what is that to you? What does that look like to you? Romantic love.
So to me, like it's just like constantly evolving. Like at first, I thought like it was like this, White House picket fence. I
Girl,
got kids with
you and me
you.
both. You complete me.
Yeah.
I was nothing before you came into my life. Like that's what I thought at first. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I thought, and then life happened, and I was like, yeah, that third is the bunch of wolf tickets that people were selling to get rich, and they got a whole hell of a whole lot of rich off a lot of people. Um, but right now where I am, like romantic love would be, someone that's willing, to, like you said, pour into me because they, have their cup, they can pour from their cup because their cup is full, and I can receive, because my cup is full. um And then also just someone just willing to be open, willing to be vulnerable, and willing to, move at the pace that suits us, and like run, and I don't know, just like kind of, put the blinders on like we are getting ready to, like, that horse or whatever, race or whatever, just put the blinders on and just focus on like what really really feels right, for us, not, you know, you just going along with me with the get along just to, happy wife, happy life, whatever you want to call it. Or I'm just, what I'm saying, happy life, whatever, whatever the hell they be saying,
Happy
that
wife,
bullshit.
happy life.
Yeah,
That's
that
so
old bullshit, like what that means. So like you can't be happy, or like what if, I don't know, like I don't
gotta
know.
compromise who you are so I can be happy. That's what that means. Like
Yeah, but that's some
that
bull.
compromise. Yeah, I don't. I've learned that because when people talk about love and like when they would give me advice, like or I would ask someone like how were you married for 15, 20 years? Oh, it's all about compromise. And I think that as long as you're not like okay,
Compromising your
so it's
boundaries.
different type of compromise, right? So it could be like, all right, do we want to eat, pizza or Thai tonight? Like that type of compromise, yeah. But if it's compromising like who you are,
Yeah.
so like, I had a boyfriend and he liked to sleep in freezing cold temperatures. I can't sleep in cold, real cold temperatures. Like it has to be kind of like lukewarm, um, you know, lukewarm, but not like on those 63, 62. Like I feel like that's compromising like who I am.
How is that
I could never
compromising
get
who
used
you
to
are?
that
How is that
because that's not
compromising who
who I
you are?
am. Because
How,
I cannot comfortably be in a bedroom unless we sleep in a different bedrooms. I cannot be comfortable
I
in my
can't be comfortable.
skin.
I can't be comfortable with, if you really came up with the choices. We eat pizza or Thai, and you get mad because I choose Thai because pizza is like bland as hell. Yeah, you got me compromising my palate. Oh Lord, you got
No,
me. I'm
no,
always we always eat Cody dogs and bullshit. You don't want to
No, but
eat,
I'm saying like, okay, that type of compromise isn't compromising who I am though.
but
Like
that
my
is,
being.
but that
You
is
think
if you
so?
yeah,
Even
if you
like the
compromising.
food?
Oh yeah, yeah. If you compromising my palate, like if literally the only thing that you have ate outside of like a medium steak, as far as like the farthest you'll go from experience on your palate, yeah, you compromising my value.
No, I'm not talking about every night
I
though.
mean,
But I
I
see
ain't
what
talking
you're
about every
saying. I
night,
see what you're
man. But
saying.
it's some niggas out
Yeah, but you
here.
like
I ain't even gonna say niggas. It's some men out here,
oh, trust me, I've dated them. Like I've dated
girl.
this one dude who wouldn't eat anything but fucking like fried food and barbecue. And
Yeah,
it's
and
like,
then wonder
damn,
why
can
your
we go
piece
get
stink.
right, and wonder why you fucking got high blood pressure and shit. And it's like, damn, can we go get some Mediterranean food or some Vietnamese food? Like, and he would be looking like, what the fuck is that? But that's
Girl.
like who he was, though.
Yeah, but you compromising
Now,
who
if
I
you
am
right, right.
because I
But that's
like to
okay.
eat.
That's what I'm saying. I see what you're saying. If it's to that extent, I'm talking about like one night. We're like, yeah, what you want to eat, babe? You're like, I don't feel like cooking, whatever, whatever.
But I
I
find
want
like
pizza. I
with
want taco.
them though, like if you sometimes if you compromise at one time and you like, yeah, like I eat pizza, like I don't know. To me, it be feeling like they be conditioning you to do basic shit.
Okay, but I like pizza. That's what I'm saying. Like I like pizza and I like Thai. Like I can go with either one. That's why I chose those two options because I like pizza and I like Thai food. So
I feel
that was
you.
more so like my experience and like what I like. But
I
I
feel you.
understand what you're coming
I feel you.
from. But yeah. So if you're compromising your being, whether it's your palate and you like or
or
room
or your
temperature
or your health.
or like whatever it is, like if you're compromising your being to where you're uncomfortable,
Yeah.
like I feel like that is not love.
Yeah.
And then like me personally, like I've had only glimpses of love.
Me too.
because I don't think that I could ever really receive or give love because I don't have unconditional love for myself. I'm still learning